I am in the office of the Silver Scream Effects Lab, and one of the things that I've noticed about this place is everywhere you look, you'll see some little piece of art that has an interesting story behind it. Like literally everything you're looking at has a story attached to it. And one of my favorite stories in this place has to do with a piece of art that hides behind the television right here. You might recognize this caricature or not. I'm going to see if I can get Shane Morton to pull his piece of art from behind the television and tell us a little bit about it. You want to grab it and tell us about it?
Yeah. Gigi Allin used to live in Atlanta. And one of my best friends, Sorry George, was playing guitar with him. And the first show we went to, a bunch of the guys from Dead Elvis were there, and they're all wearing raincoats because there was like a thing about Gigi Allin, you know, never take your eye off of him. And I was telling my girlfriend at the time, like, never take your eye off this guy because he's dangerous. And I had taken my eye off of him long enough to like turn back and see Gigi flying over the table at me with his fist out. And he landed like, he didn't really get me good, but we were on the floor scuffling for a little while, and I got him a couple times. But by the time I got up, he is already across the room, punched a couple girls. He's back on stage with a drumstick up his ass, just covered in blood. So yeah, that was my introduction to Gigi. But we actually became friends, believe it or not, through Sorry George. And I was going to play bass on his Claremont Hotel record, but Jeff Bakos, the producer, ended up doing it. But anyway, I was going to do the artwork, and that's what Kevin was talking about, how there's just crazy stuff all over the lab. And right behind here, there's a drawing that I did of Gigi Allin for his Claremont Hotel album cover. And I had this this kind of hipster shop in Little Five Points called T-Shirt Dragnet that I worked at the time, where I did heavy metal bands album covers, punk rock album covers, and it was kind of like a cool hangout for a lot of the local freaks and stuff. And he came by one day to, you know, see the artwork that I was working on, and I showed this to him, and he takes it and he goes, takes his glasses off, he goes, "So you think I'm a fucking cartoon?" And I'm like, oh shit, Gigi Allin is about to beat my ass. And I'm like, nah, it's not a cartoon, it's like rap fink, you know, it's cool, it's like lowbrow art, you know, it's punk rock, like monster Gigi Allin. And he's like, no, what you're saying is I'm a fucking cartoon. And I'm backing up, no, you're not a cartoon, like, I didn't mean no disrespect. He's like, this isn't my fucking album cover. And that was the end of that. Yeah, he didn't use this for the album cover, and I never worked with Gigi Allin again. But you know, here it still sits. In here is a conversation piece with all the other weird stuff.